This is Moss Whelan, and this is a short video on podcasting because I've started to do it. I'm doing a kind of a type of. I know that there's better, but mine is doing a particular kind of thing that is particular, right? The podcast is called Story in Mind, and I actually was asked to come up with the title because when I was starting with my host slash distributor for the podcast, Anchor.fm, I thought, oh, I'll just put my name. I will put the cover of my book because really that's what this is all about, and it's about writing. This is the book I've done, etc., etc. But they Anchor sent me a suggestion because my first couple of podcast episodes were rejected by the various outlets, and what is one? I think it's like iTunes podcasts, something like that. There's a number of apps that you can get, but these, so not my host, but where the distribution is happening, these the various places. They said no, and the reason is because it shouldn't be a person's name, and it shouldn't, the picture shouldn't be of a product. So I altered it. I'm in love with the cover, so I used the cover illustration, and I came up with a name that sums up what I've been talking about, my interest, which is story, but also say the mind of the author, the psyche, the psychology of writing. Right, yeah. So that's how I got started, and a couple of other people, Marcel, a person on Twitter, suggested that I do a podcast. I'm not sure if this is exactly what he was thinking. Another person who is working on a podcast is Johannes Steger, who does the fantasy and coffee videos. And I saw Johannes is en route to do this, and another writer, Charlie, he does a podcast called Shadow Project, and I noticed that he was using Anchor FM, so I went and checked it out, and because it's hosting and distributing, that got me interested, and so far it's been very helpful because I'm not thinking so much about distribution right now. I was thinking just one place. Some places want you to pay to host, so that was another nice option, going with Anchor FM. Let's see, learning curves. Right now, I'm slowly getting used to this process of staying on topic. I'll go on tangents. I'll go on segues, and when it's good, it actually does have something to do with the topic that I'm going into. Today was world building, and the style that I'm doing is I'll go out for a walk. Actually, I was already doing this. I would record myself thinking about writing and the writing process, and so it was a hop, skip, and a jump. But thanks to Marcel for suggesting it, I was actually going, well, somebody out there thinks it's a good idea. And let's see. So where I'm at right now with the podcast is I realize that I'm doing a particular style, and I'm not doing a lot of editing. There's been moments, say, where I've had to, turn off my phone because I'm doing this recording on my phone, and it sounds okay, and nobody has stood up and said, this recording is outrageous. You must stop this. Um, Buy some equipment, right? So yeah, so it's turned out okay, and I'll listen to it to see, say, adjustments, things that I'm doing. It's interesting because, say, just right now, the language I'm using, I use the word say, and I have these sort of bridge words, like I'll pause and I'll go and. So at the moment, it's a learning process, and I think that's good because having done a bunch of panels at the local science fiction and fantasy convention, this is connected. It's about speaking. It's about continuing to speak. It's about gathering your thoughts and and sharing. Also a number of things are going on. It's networking. It's a chance for a writer. It's a chance to get out there and to share what you're up to. So there we go. Podcasting. I recommend it. Of course, it won't be for everyone, but for a particular person out there, maybe it's just a particular episode. Maybe you can share something that your experience that will help them in their writing, or that it's thoughtful or interesting. All right, take care.